As we've been reporting, top U.S. officials accidentally leaked sensitive information in a group chat with an Atlantic editor. CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion joins us now for more on Capitol Hill. So, Nikole, we're going to talk about that in a second. Well, Chuck Schumer and actually House Majority Leader Mike Johnson weighed in on this earlier. Let's listen.
If these detailed exchanges about coordinating military operations fell into the hands of America's enemies, it could get people killed. This debacle requires a full investigation into how this happened, the damage it created, and how we can avoid it in the future.
Should Mike Walton Hegseth be disciplined?
No.
How are other lawmakers reacting?
Well, shortly after Speaker Mike Johnson weighed in there saying that he felt that this was just a mistake and that it didn't ultimately compromise safety, in his view, that the mission ended up being successful. I did ask House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries if he felt that a congressional investigation should be launched. Take a listen to his response.
It should absolutely be a congressional investigation so that we can understand what happened, why did it happen, and how do we prevent this type of national security breach from ever happening again. This is reckless, irresponsible, and dangerous.
So that is what we were hearing writ large from a number of congressional Democrats who do feel that this matter should be probed further, who believe this was irresponsible on the part of the Trump cabinet officials who were involved in this signal chat. But there are some congressional Republicans as well who are expressing concern, particularly in the Senate, saying that they do want to look further into what happened. I would note that there is a Senate hearing tomorrow that is held pretty routinely here that deals with the issue of worldwide threats. But there will be a number of intel leaders here on Capitol Hill, including DNI Director Tulsi Gabbard, who was involved in that signal chat, as well as the head of the FBI, Kash Patel. So it's possible this issue could be raised in tomorrow's hearing.
Nikole, the speaker was also asked about President Trump's calls and those of his allies to impeach federal judges who oppose him. What did he say?
Well, he did say that this is an issue that House Republicans want to look into further, but he does have to walk a pretty fine line here. I mean, there are some members of the House Republican Conference who do want to impeach judges, specifically that Judge Boasberg, who has been involved in that very contentious court fight surrounding the president's actions with respect to those deportation flights. That is a resolution on the part of Congressman Gill, but right now it has some co-sponsors, but unclear whether or not it will garner widespread support. But what the speaker seems to be signaling is that perhaps there might be a different course of action that House Republicans can take, more specifically, whether that is holding congressional hearings on the matter, maybe looking at the issue of federal or national injunctions, which is something that some congressional Republicans have raised concerns about, versus going forward with impeachment. I would also flag that Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries also weighed in on this topic, saying that impeachment simply isn't happening.
I got to be quick with you, but before we go, we know that Schumer is under a lot of pressure right now from members within his own party after he advanced that spending bill that avoided a government shutdown. What is he saying?
Well, he says he is still in the fight here. You know, he understands the criticism that he has received because he feels that he really didn't have a great option in terms of backing this GOP spending bill or opting for a shutdown. He felt a shutdown would be worse. So he knew that that decision could raise some concern among some of his members, particularly given that House Democrats were pretty universally opposed, with the exception of one member. So from that standpoint, he knew that he would get some heat for this, but he insists that he is not going anywhere in terms of leadership, despite some constituents and others expressing concerns about the path forward. But he says that he intends to remain minority leader and doesn't have any plans to go anywhere anytime soon.
Nikole Killion, thank you so much.